I've took the fights that I thought I've needed to get me where I'm going in my career, but I found my weight now that I'm comfortable at. I'm not killing myself I'm not fighting the scales. And I'm just I'm reaping the rewards for that. So I'm looking forward to being involved in some, big fights at middleweight. And I'm feeling good.
And you've got some experience of big nights as well, of TV cards, which should stand you in good stead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference from those small hall shows. The lights, the dressing room, the changing rooms. It's a big feeling going into these fights, and I've got the experience there. On a few different platforms, so it's great to be fighting on a Wasserman show. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm ready to go Friday night.
Brad, undefeated, as I said, former Southern Area champion, and I know that after your career being held up by COVID, as so many people's were, you've had one back since then, but you're at the point now where, as you said to me the other day, you want to know now. You want to be in proper fights and you want to find out how good you are. As simple as that, really.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see how good I am. Every time I've stepped up at championship level, whether it be Southern Area, I've won by stoppage. And this is a step above that. So I feel like I'm more than capable. I'm very confident. I've prepared 100%. So let's find out how good I am. I feel like me at 100% beats Ryan at 100%. So I'm very confident.
Working alongside Linus, of course, under Terry out in Essex, has there been an extra kind of edge to preparations because he's in a massive fight, a British title fight, and you're in a British title eliminator? It's probably given that extra dimension to it. Yeah,
massive buzz in the gym. It's a massive night for our gym, massive night for our coach Terry Stewart, and we've took it to a different level this training camp. PBs are hit in every area of my training. I've took this fight so seriously, and knowing Linus is got the biggest night of his life as well, we've both pushed each other, and it's good to have that inside the gym. So in a very good position, and big night for our gym.
Kalle, there's a lot to like about this fight.
Yeah, I mean, we're just starting the press conference, and we're already talking about a very toughly matched fight, a fight where both guys are saying pretty much the same thing. We want to know, and what better place to find out where you want to know in an eliminator for the British title, which I've said before, it's one of the most honest titles in boxing, the British title. It's a title that represents a lot. It's a title that has led to so many great careers who go on from there. And you've got to fight the eliminator to get to the British title, and good luck to both men. They both look in fantastic condition. It's exactly what you want to see. Matchmaking at its finest, and looking forward to a great fight.
Well, thanks very much, gentlemen. I wish you both the best of luck. I've decided to breach protocol and kind of forego with fight predictions from fighters, because what are they really going to say? Before they do battle on Friday night, I don't expect either one of you to predict a defeat. So obviously you're both very, very confident of the win. So thanks very much. Good to see you here. Good to see you both fit and healthy. I'm sure you're itching for the weigh-in tomorrow, so you can get something to eat.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Yep.
Doing our face-to-face right at the end, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do the face-offs right at the end. So British title eliminator there at middleweight, Ryan Kelly up against Brad Paul. So next up, if we can welcome to the stage Harlem Eubank and Sean Dodd. They go at it over 10 rounds at super lightweight.
Sean Masher Dodd.
Sean Masher Dodd, as he is always known. You sit here next to me. Harlem is here, definitely. I've seen him. He's been here for a good while. So if he could just make his way down. This is another really, really interesting fight between an undefeated fighter in Harlem Eubank and a very experienced fighter in Masher, who's won a Commonwealth title. We all remember those battles for the British title against Scotty Cardle. That was the first time that many of us had kind of really heard the name Sean Masher Dodd, and he's had a really good career. And I'll start with you, Masher. You've been through it the last couple of years. You're very honest about that when you featured on Ultimate Boxer with Sky. You talked about the problems that you'd gone through during COVID, during lockdown, and how you've had to work hard to come out the other side of them. But you're still here. You're still lacing them up. You look in fantastic shape, and you fancy your chances on Friday.
I do, and thanks for the introduction, mate, as well. As you know me well, and you've seen me fight as well many a times. You mentioned Scott Cardle, and this fight has sort of gave me that sense of feeling with his style and the occasion as well. So it feels like I'm going in there again against this stylistic, well taught and tutored, and also somebody, you know, that's been invested in. Do you know what I mean? For a good career, a good future. So I know what I'm up against with Harlem. You know, more than what you'd even realise. These past couple of years, like you've hit on then, I was speaking to Stocksy on the way down here on the train, and we said, it's funny the way the past couple of years is because of this reason now. And us going down now to the Wasserman HQ and sitting here with your boys and, you know, thinking back of the journey it took to get here. It took a couple of years to get here. And when I boxed on that boxer series, I wasn't expecting to box. It was there, and I took it. And you know, it was great to get back in the ring and be involved with the boxing again on that scene of things. I finished the fight. I went back to living like a monk, and I went back to carrying on the lifestyle that got me there. And I enhanced it, I increased it, you know, with my mate and this NBC community group we've got going now as well. And then we were lucky enough to get this opportunity, and for what we've been doing is like, it makes sense. You know, I've said it in interviews before, you couldn't write it. The way I've been living my life and the way I'm thriving to achieve great things within myself, mentally and physically, I don't know how it is I'm going to do it and show it, but I just know that I'm going to do it because I know what to do. And then when we got given this opportunity, it was like, right, okay, that's the platform. Let's go back into boxing and let's enjoy it. Let's show people and show ourselves what we've achieved in these past couple of years. Let's put the 10 to 12 years of experience of fighting and the past 2 years of pain and trauma and hard graft. Let's put them two together and let's put it out there on Friday night live on Channel 5.
So Harlem,
I can't wait to read his book. I tell you that
it's going to be a great read.
Bestseller already.
There's definitely a book coming at some point. There has to be. Harlem, so you've got a very experienced, determined opponent in front of you on Friday. I'd imagine that's exactly what you wanted.
This is exactly what I want. It's you know, this is a Sean Masher Dodd that's been through the hardship. You know, he's come through the other side, and this is a Masher Dodd, you know, with a stronger headset. This is a fresher version. This is a better version. I'm prepared for the best version of Sean Masher Dodd come Friday, and I believe that's what this will be.
Timing's everything in sport, particularly boxing, a lot of the time, and you've had to bide your time. You haven't had anything handed to you. You've done it the hard way a lot of the time. I listened to Triss's podcast with you, Tris Dixon's, the other week, and he said that at no point have you gone the full Eubank as he described it. You've kind of kept yourself more to yourself, but you feel that now is exactly the right time to show everybody what you can do.
Yeah, for sure. I think Sean mentioned that I'm a fighter that's been invested in. I think, you know, I don't think that's me. I'm a fighter that's kicked down the doors myself, took the opportunities, and I'm here based on merit, based on my performances. I've come through the real way, you know, and now I'm in a position I'm physically and I'm mentally prepared for the challenges ahead, and I'm excited to put on a display come Friday night in you know, the true fashion, showing how I got here and where I'm going in the future.
Kalle, this is another really good match, and I couldn't help but notice when the board made Dalton Smith against Aki Menis-Brown for the vacant £140 title. Whoever wins this would be well positioned to fight the winner. Would that be right?
Yeah, and I was quite vocal about it online. I mean, I saw Dalton Smith. I think he's a great fighter, great team around him. We had him on our show in Austria last summer. I think that this fight is all about storylines, and you know, as a promoter, we talk about storylines. You have the experienced lion here, and you have the hungry lion here. And in boxing, often you obviously have all those rounds in sparring, in training, those hard camps. But if you ask the real champions, and when you speak to champions after their career, there's fights when you get on the way to that world stage that you need, where you take that experience, and it's almost like sharing a ring is taking that experience. Now, this is a toughly matched fight, so I'm not disrespecting Masha for 1 second. He's here. He's certainly here to win, that's for sure. But at the same time, for Harlem, it's a massive opportunity to share a ring with the likes of Masha Dodd to try and take that experience, not only take the victory, but actually share the ring. And we talk about a sport of violence, we talk about a sport of fighting, but we're also one of the only sports where people at the end up in each other's arms. You watch a tennis match, they fight each other for 6.5 hours with a racket and ball, and they can't even look each other in the face when they go to the net and shake hands, if they shake hands. So in boxing, there is that element of that, but it's also a massive part of the learning curve. And if things go right for Harlem on Friday, which we expect them to, but we know you're here for the...
We all have expectations.
Yeah, I know we do. But it's such an opportunity for Harlem on the one hand, and obviously for Masha on the other. So it's I don't need to sell it as a storyline.
No, absolutely not. So best of luck, the pair of you. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow. Very much looking forward to that one. So Harlem Eubank up against Masha Dodd, 10 rounds at super lightweight, gents.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. Channel 5, Wasserman, and the Sauerland boys. Thanks, everybody. Okay, let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to putting on a display.
I love the Birkenhead pronunciation of my surname. Is it Sauerland?
Okay.
Sweet and sour. Remember.
Okay, so next up we've got our chief support, which will be the first fight live on Channel 5 on Friday night. And as I said at the top, I'll call it a return rather than a comeback. And it features Josh Kelly returning to the ring for the first time in a while. He's up against Giulio Vrenosi. So if those two could just make their way up. So Josh is here. Josh is definitely here. The boxing booth gym down in Force, actually, which is always good to see. So Giulio, we'll start with yourself. This for you is a big opportunity, because you know that you're boxing on a big platform against a very well-known fighter, and if you could get the win here, then that will do a huge amount for your career.
Yeah, you're right. This is a big opportunity for me. Also, I know that Josh is a very good fighter. We have been in the same competition as amateurs. Sometimes I win it, sometimes he win it. In tournaments, in the Europeans, and in World Cups, with our national teams. I know he win a medal in Olympic Games in Brazil. Also, I beat another Olympic boxer, Mongolian, who won the bronze medal here in UK in 2012. So I have a, let's say, a big experience on amateur and as a professional also. I am trained in a good training camp in Italy this time. It's a very good training, everything good, weight is good. And let's put a good performance Friday night. And win who is the best, let's say.
Thanks very much. Your English is absolutely outstanding as well, which always makes my job a little bit easier.
Thank you.
Josh, like I said, I'm not going to call it a comeback because that's premature at this stage of your career, but you've had some time out since the fight against David Avanesian, and one of the key changes that's been made is that you're up a weight. You're not at welterweight anymore, you're at super welter. How big a difference do you think that will make?
Massive, mate. I feel strong. I feel fit. I feel like this is the move for me. So I mean, it's gonna show on I keep thinking it's Saturday, it's Friday. It's gonna show on Friday, bro. It's gonna show on Friday. These levels in this sport, I'm just gonna show where I'm at and where I belong. And when that first bell goes, bro, he'll be in deep water. He'll know he'll be swimming in deep water, and it's going to be too much.
It's a wild ride, a boxing career, and you've been through. I mean, you've been through a lot already. We spoke about it briefly the other day. You've been working on all sorts of things in the time that you've had out of the ring after you let the dust settle, and you feel that not just physically you're rejuvenated, mentally, which is just as important, if not more so. You've got a kind of new outlook on things. Yeah,
I feel refreshed, bro. I've been in the gym since the year out, so it hasn't been like I've just come back in the gym and just started. So I'm enjoying it. I've got a smile on my face. I'm going to perform on Friday. I'm going to enjoy it. That's the main thing. And it's going to be a hard night work for my opponent. Yeah.
And Kalle, Josh's return is something that the British boxing fans have been particularly looking forward to, because anyone can see how much ability there is there, and there is still just so much more to come.
Yeah, I mean, it starts, of course, with a tough fight on Saturday, and on Friday. I'm saying it as well now. Friday night, of course. Friday night, live on 5. But you can tell he's here to put up a performance, and Josh has had a very, 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 very long camp. We know what Josh brings. We know what the future lies ahead, and there's some big fights out there. You know, we look at the likes domestically of Conor Benn, Florian Marcoux, but really we don't look past Friday. I think every step is a step forward. We already have ideas. You know, another big name, Lewis Ritson, on domestically that will be filling up the stadium a night, I think. But those things are right now not to be talked about. We'll do that at the press conference after the fight. Right now, it's just great to have Josh Kelly back in the ring. And let's not forget Josh's weight on his shoulders all the way up the ladder on Sky, and being brought through very fast. And that's in careers you come to junctions, and I think he's taken a very positive turn. He's learned, and he'll show that on Friday, and no doubt in the future as well. And with some Adam Booth, one of the best trainers on the planet, especially in picking his guys up and looking at mistakes, analysing and moving forward. I think he's one of the true teachers of the sport. So I'm super excited for the journey. I've said it from the day we signed. The first time I met him, I said I want to meet him once, and within, I think, 10 minutes we'd signed. I almost needed a translator at the beginning, but I've got used to it now. My Mackham's improving as well. Yeah. But no, he's a fantastic guy. I mean, look at him. He looks the part as well. It always helps.
So do you.
Well, that also helps as well. So yeah, no, just buzzing, ready to go.
We're feeling a bit left out this end of the lineup.
I can feel. I'm not trying to put it out on you, mate. I know you are here to win.